Hey guys, Monkeysnuts.com here. So, as some of you may have heard, I've got a new car. And this is it. It is a Suzuki Ignis Sport. It's a really good, really nippy little car. Sort of like, I quite like the whole sort of JDM body kit look. Because this is a sport version, it does have the body kit, which means that it's got the big wide arches and everything on it. It's got the white rally spec type of alloys on it. Let's a little look around the back. It's a bit boxy around the back. I've already put spacers on the rear wheels to give it a little bit more stability. However, I have literally just spun out on a roundabout. So I'm not too sure about how that has actually changed things. It's a 1.5 petrol. It's got a VVTi engine, which is sort of like basically comparison to Honda's VTEC engine, I think. It does have loads of grip. It's like a little bullet in the corners. It just grips and grips for miles. However, like I say, the wet, it doesn't quite do it. It doesn't quite like the wet very well. Another thing that I like is that someone, a previous owner, has put blue bullet studs on it, which go quite well with it. The wheels are white, they're just very dirty at the moment. And it's a very wet day. But no, I'll show you the engine. This is inside actually. So it's very well made. It was crystal clean when I bought it inside actually. It's got Recaro racing seats all round. I've removed the rear headrest because my camera goes just up here. So it gives it a bit more, sort of like you can see a bit more out of the back. Not too sure how this long will last before people start poking their fingers through it. The gearbox is a bit of a short shift box. It's very shorter than the Volvo, but it works and it makes gear changes quicker. Radio. This radio actually works. I don't know if any of you picked up, but in my Volvo, it didn't work. I don't know why. We changed the aerial, we changed the receiver, absolutely nothing changed, solved the problem. We think it may have been a problem with the actual radio itself being really old. This one is actually quite new. It's got, doesn't have Bluetooth, but it's got aux and it's got a USB connector. And it's got iPod Direct, but I don't have an iPod, so that doesn't really matter. But no, all the radio channels work, which is brilliant, really. I absolutely love that. So yeah, I've also put my blue LEDs in. I've put one in there and one in the back when you open the boot. I've put white LEDs in the side lights already. Next to change is the low beam and high beam. But I'll show you the engine. So this is the engine, 1.5 VVTi engine. It's very similar layout to my Fiat's, with the whole air filter on the top and then goes down to the side, and the whole sort of like open look of the metal of the actual engine. Do have a problem with the heat shield. It's hitting the manifold somewhere, but that's a job for when it's cold. Timing belt is actually quite recent, and I mentioned the timing belt because, stick the bonnet down, the car is a 2004 model. It's got an Irish number plate. It's come from Northern Ireland or somewhere in Ireland at some point. So yeah, it's a 2004 model. I bought it with 74,000 miles on it. and it's obviously, with my driving, it's going to go up quite a lot, because in comparison, on the Volvo, this is just like a little parcel shelf thing that just goes there, but I keep it down most of the time because it wobbles about a bit. And it's got a classic Japanese coloured rear wheel, spare wheel, sorry. Then I've got my bag full of bits there. So yeah, what was I saying? I've gone and forgot what I was saying now. The only problem though with it really is the exhaust is a little bit wobbly. My dad said that over the speed bumps it does wobble a bit. And also it's had a bit of a bump at some point because the reflector here, because this is the fog light, it only has one rear fog light, but I'm going to try and put a centre one in here because it makes it look a little bit better. That reflector has had a bit of a bump at some point. So it's the only thing really. Other things that I'm going to do with it is I've got my stickers on hold, which means that I'm going to JDM it up. It's going to have all JDM related stickers, nothing stupid on it, just little ones that are going to like improve the look. These lights are going to get tinted either blue or black, including this middle one, because I don't like the look of that one. The front lights are going to get tinted a light blue. This grille I'm going to get replaced with a mesh one, which you can get for this car. Haven't found it just yet, but it should be on eBay somewhere. Other than that, I'm keeping the wheels as they are. I like the look of them. I think it goes really well with the car, the whole rally style look. I'm not going to repaint them, not do anything. I like the white on them. I'm not going to mess about getting new alloys. They're quite nice. I'm going to stick some wind deflectors on because I've not had a car with wind deflectors on before, and I'm just going to get some nice big ones for the front windows. I've already put my little side mirrors on, my little blind spot mirrors. Yeah, it's a good little car really. Like I say, it's very rapid. I mean, its 0 to 60 time is claimed to be about 7 seconds. I haven't had a chance to test that yet because I'm just getting my feel with the car. I don't want to start pushing it too far or anything. Yeah. The brakes on it are amazing. Literally, you touch the brake pedal and it slams on, and it stops. I mean, I think it has ABS. It's got disc brakes all around, so I assume it has ABS. Because I've jammed on and it hasn't locked up, so I'm not too sure. But no, it's a good little car. I really like it. It's very much like my Fiat. It's the nippy inside of my Fiat, but with a bit more sort of like adultness to it. So because it's got a bigger engine, it is actually a bigger car. It's very sort of. I mean, I was reading up on reviews of it, and they said that sort of like boy racers and people like that couldn't actually afford to insure this car when it first came out. So 30-year-old people are actually getting it, which means that it has actually been treated quite well. I'm underneath a really wet tree there, and the rain's starting to pick up now. But no, it's a really good car. I was wanting to give it a good clean today, but it's raining, so yeah, things have changed. But no, fuel rise, it's better than my Volvo. It's got a smaller fuel tank. It takes about £35 to fill the tank. However, I tested it this week, and I managed to get 280 miles. Well, it was 260, 270 really, out of a full tank. so out of £35. But if I was like motorway driving, because that was just around town, if I was doing any motorway driving, I would have probably got about 300 really, which is better than my Volvo, because my Volvo took twice that much to fill it up, and it did about 400 miles to the tank, which obviously was really bad. But this car is much more efficient, it's much cheaper, parts and that are going to be so much cheaper because it's Japanese. It's a cute little car, I think, but yeah, I'm really getting really wet now, so I think I'm going to head off. But yeah, that's a look at the new car. Hope you all enjoy it and everything, and I'm going to certainly enjoy it anyway. But yeah, I should be seeing plenty more videos to come. Sorry for the little delay. I've been having a problem with my internet recently, which means that something's wrong with the browsers where it's not letting me upload on Chrome, so I've had to revert to Mozilla to actually upload any videos. That's why the other day I had like 8 videos in one go, because I'd had so many problems for like a month. But problem should be resolved now and back to normal uploading. So yeah, this car is going to get treated a lot better as well, because it's sort of low mileage. I'll need it to last me. It's going to last me no more than a bloody year anyway. So yeah, so that's a little look at the new car. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys like the look of it and everything. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.